everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm playing through the solo mode in Neon Rain, a new one that's a collaboration with, I think, Neon Night Games and Chip Theory. And disclaimer that I was sent a review copy of this one. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or join the conversation and say hi on our Discord. So Neon Rain is a card-based 1v1 fighting game with sort of a video game-ish model to it. It's got a whole bunch of different characters, and every single one of them has a solo mode opponent version as well. I like that a lot. And yeah, we're just going to show you what the solo mode looks like. It does have 3 different difficulty levels. I'm playing on normal mode, but there's an easier training mode and a hard mode. And like most of these dueling games, you're trying to get the opponent's life all the way down before your life goes all the way down. But you can also mostly win the game by decking out your opponent, because once they can't draw anymore, they'll eventually run out of cards in their hand and not be able to respond. But yeah, let's just jump in and show you the gameplay. It is very straightforward. The human player always goes first in solo. I am playing as Ghost Whisper. Is that both her name? Ghost Whisper. I don't know. So each character has a little star ability. If they get this many stars, then they get to fire it off. In my case, I will do 4 damage. I'll get a star, so it'll be kind of like easier to fire it off next time, and I'll get a defense. And then each character also has an ability. Mine is Pierce. My B button attacks cannot be blocked. I have one over here. It does 2 damage, and yeah, he won't be able to stop it. Then the AI is playing Neon Glow. When he gets 5 stars, he also does 4 damage. He gets 2 stars back, so he'll just kind of rush to get his star power fired off again. And then Reflex, when he plays a counter card, he gains 1 star. So his entire thing is he gets to fire off his star power ability quite often. So yeah, you start with a hand of 7 cards. You've got buttons, you've got joysticks, and you've got counter cards that are only used in defense. So on your turn, you have 2 options. You can either draw up to 7 cards, which would not make much sense here, or you can play up to 3 cards, any mix of buttons and joysticks. And a big part of the game are universal combos. You get bonuses, extra stars, extra damage, defense tokens for later, healing, based on what combos of things you play. So if you play 2 of the same joystick direction, you'll get extra stars. If you play 2 of the same button, you'll get extra damage. And then you also get combos for having joysticks in any button. And a single card can be used in multiple universal combos. So let's say, for example, I don't know, down, down, B. I could have a down any button for that one to get a shield, and then a down any button for that one and that one to get a shield. So you can use the B here in both down combos. Same kind of thing happens if you have 3 of a kind. For example, if I had 3 X's and played them all, I could do 1 pair of X's, another pair of X's, and the final pair of X's and get 3 instances of +1 damage. But anyway, what do I want to do here? So the down joysticks will give me a shield to block damage from Neon, will give me a star going towards my special ability. And like I said, the combo of 2 downs or a down and a button can get me some shields or more stars. And the buttons just do damage. The combo breaker is not going to come into play here. I kind of want to save my X's for the possibility of getting a 3rd one. And we know my character likes using B's since they can't be blocked. So what if I do that or that? So what's the difference going to be? So with this one, I'd trigger the plus shield thing twice. Although actually, I guess I would also trigger the plus shield thing twice with that. But looking forward to next turn, if I'm going to play 3 cards and then draw again, it'd be better to have 2 X's and a down than 2 X's and another button, because those don't combo together. So sure, let's do this for my first attack. So you do your up to 3 cards. There we go. Those are going towards the boss. But before I do my combos and resolve them, for a player, they get to play up to 2 defenses. And defenses can be any of the counters, like Combo Breaker. There's also throws and blocks. Blocks cancel buttons and their damage. Throws cancel joysticks. Combo Breaker stops all universal combos and also lets you play a bonus button to hit back for some extra damage. But for the AI, they have their own solo deck, and they just flip a single card, and it will have sometimes nothing or sometimes multiple things. So you look at the bottom for defense, the top for attacks. We're just looking at the bottom, and they have a throw. This is annoying. So throws cancel a joystick, so there we go. That didn't happen. And counters resolve before you do any of the effects. So I'm not going to get my combo for having the joystick plus buttons. I'm not going to get the joystick effects. So yeah, that was annoying. And let's not forget Neon's ability. Whenever they counter, they get a star. So they're 1/5 of the way to firing off their ability. And I am doing 3 damage because none of it was blocked. So they're at 22. All right. And by the way, if I was playing on hard mode, the main difference is I would flip 2 cards for defense instead of 1. Okay, now we flip over to them, and in normal difficulty, they will never recover. In training mode, whenever you take a turn to recover and draw cards, they also recover immediately afterwards, but they're just going to keep on coming for you in normal and hard difficulty. So I flip a single card from them, and it tells me what they're doing. So here they're playing a single joystick with 2 stars. You'll see from their previous cards, sometimes they'll play multiple effects. Now, they can also combo if they play multiple things, the exact same way as me, but here with a single joystick, that's not going to apply. They would need like 2 joysticks in the same direction. And that also means my combo breaker doesn't apply because they're not doing any combos. So they'll just get their 2 stars, which gets them very close to firing off their 4 attack. It's a little bit worrying. And it's back to me, so I could draw back up to 7, but no. Let's go with our plan and do that. And they're going to defend again. They did nothing this time. Awesome. So I do get to fire off my combos, which in this case, I'm doing 2 damage. So they're down to 20. 2 of the same button gives +1 damage. So they're down to 19. I'm getting a star and a shield for my joystick. And then a down joystick paired with a button is +1 shield. So I'm getting another shield for that pair and a 3rd shield for that pair. And all right, I'll clearly be drawing next turn, but hopefully I'll be able to break a combo first. And let's see what they do. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a lot. So I will play my combo breaker. If I had a button, I could also play that, but unfortunately I can't. So I'm not going to stop any of the 6 damage coming from the 2, 4, 6 attack they're doing, but I am going to prevent this single pairing of 2 Ys from giving them a 7th damage. So, it's not doing a lot. They just tied me up with 19, but at least I managed to stop 1 damage from the extra card. Oh, and sorry, I'm not taking all that damage, though. The 3 shields will stop 3 of it. So we are better than tied. I'm ahead by 3. All right. All right, but clearly I'm going to have to use my entire turn to recover. So I'll get 7 more cards. And whoa, it's just a lot of buttons and some joysticks. Now, some joysticks can be used in defense. You'll see this one has like a little shield symbol there. That means you can play this when you're being attacked as one of your 2 defensive cards. You'd get a star, but mainly you'd also heal, like in case the attack was going to defeat you. Same thing with the other joystick I played, which has a shield here because that would give you a defense. All right, but they never recover, and they're just coming for me. 2 more stars. They're going to fire off their ability. And star powers can't be prevented or blocked by anything, so the 4 damage just goes straight through even if I had shields. So I'm at 18. And that costs them all the stars, but then they get 2 back. So it's going to be much faster for him to fire it off from now on. Now, I should note I could have used the defensive joystick. Do I want to? Because my next turn, I think I'm going to play double Bs in either the right or the left. The left is healing. The right is more damage. I think I'd rather do the right. So if I play those next turn, do I want to redraw? Okay, no, I won't defend. All right, so that was their turn. For my turn, I am indeed going to play the 2 Bs, which they can't block, so hopefully they draw a useless defense, and the 1 joystick. Let's see what their response is. Throw, you piece of crud. So that gets them a star for countering from their reflex ability and cancels my joystick. They're getting lucky with that, but I still hit for 4 + 1, 5. So they're down to 14. All right. All right, and they reply with just a single joystick, which is going to get them a star, not quite enough to fire off their ability, and 1 healing. And again, I could reply by using my joystick, but if I save it, I can heal myself double if they don't cancel it. See, I'll just leave it. All right, so on my turn, I'm going to, I guess the Y is a bigger attack, so let's just do, and I saw more X's, right, in my discard. Yeah, I just went back and looked. So I will use the Y and the X since I'm more likely to pair up the A later. So those are my 3. And, okay, they're playing their own thing. So they are going to block 1 damage with a shield. They get a 5th star, which fires off immediately. So they're going to hit me for 4. It's annoying, although it didn't count as a counter because that specifically throws, blocks, and the combo breaker. But they didn't mess with anything I did. So I am getting a star. I'm definitely getting stars a lot slower than they are. And I am comboing left and button for healing. So I'm healing 3 total, up to 17. Nice. And I'm hitting them for 3 damage. Oh, but they block 1, so just 2. Okay, so 13 to 17. Still in the game. Although I have no way to defend, and then I'm just going to have to waste my whole next turn blocking or recovering. Ooh, so they're getting 2 more stars. Ouch. And a crud and an X. I think up and a button. Oh, no, there is no up and button combo. That's right. So just hit me for 1. The star is the main worry here. And clearly, yes, I'm going to spend my turn, draw back up to 7. And I got a lot of joysticks, but not a lot else. I'm not sure if I like that. Can get a good number of stars, though, so that's cool. All right, and they're coming with an A and a B. No combos there. It's actually a pretty weenie card. I kind of feel like maybe I should do my joysticks. You cannot combo with your defenses, by the way, so even if I played like 2 lefts, I would not get an extra star. Should I do this, I would basically cancel all of their damage, get me 2 stars, and then I just have to recover sooner, probably. Well, you know what? Since these are my only defensive options, there's not much point in using both all at once. Let's do one of them to get a star and a healing, and then I get hit for 3, so I go down 2 total. And then on my turn, 2 stars would fire off my thing. But up stars don't combo with anything. So maybe I just don't worry about combos and go for like the big hurt. Oh, this symbol, by the way, means you have to discard a card off the top of your deck. But I've found in solo, generally, we don't. The fights don't last that long, so it doesn't really matter that much. So sure, let's go for that, I guess, and hope they don't do another throw. Oh, they just hit me back for a B. Now, as a player, you can't do that unless you have a special power that allows you to, but here it's fine. All right, so I am hitting them for 4. They're down to 9. And then here's the big thing. I'm getting 2 stars. So I fire off my... maybe the ability is called Whisper, and the ability is called Glow. I think that's what it is. So I get 1 star back. I get 1 shield, and I hit him for 4 more. He's down to 5. Heck yeah. Although he's about to hit me for 4, so maybe it's not that great. And yeah, I'm probably going to block when he attacks and then refresh on my turn. So what's he doing? Oof. That is going to be a combo for +1 damage. Yeah, right, and a button. And I can't prevent any of it, so he's getting a star, which will fire off his attack. I have to discard the top card in my deck. So he ends up with 2 stars, and he is doing 4, 6. The shield will block 1 from the B, so 5 damage. Oh, and then +1 from the combo, so it is 6. Crowd him down to 6 life. But I will go in and play my joystick to get a star and 1 healing. All right. And then, yeah, definitely on my turn, I gotta get ready for my final push, hopefully. Maybe not my final push. This is interesting. Well, I guess if I get some stars, I can maybe kill him that way. Okay, but that's my whole turn. Let's see what he comes back with. Just a 2-star. Dang it. I have a block ready for a button. I have a combo breaker ready for combos. He didn't do any of that. So he's just getting 2 stars, and I guess I could play the down to get a shield and a star. Sure, let's do that. All right, but then what do I do on my turn? So what does right give? Oh, right is plus attack. And that would also get me. Okay, so let's go for this. Might not work out, but it's worth a try. Sorry, A and 2 rights. Let's see what he does. Ooh, nothing. Okay, I think it does it, right? Because that's 1 damage from the A. The right and a button is +1, so that's 3 damage. And then I get 2 stars, which fires that off, so that's 7 damage. So boom, take that, Neon. But if it had been in hard mode, he would have flipped another card and hit me back for 2. Of course, he would have been flipping other cards the entire time. So let's take a second and talk about what I think about Neon Rain. So first, the positives. These are all plastic cards with the chip theory thing going on. The components are nice overall. This is the deluxe version with wooden tokens, but even the retail cardboard tokens look fine. The art is great. Love Manny Tremblay's stuff. The characters, there's like a whole bunch in the pack. Now, again, half of these are solo and half of these are not. And their abilities aren't too complicated, but they do have enough going on that the game feels different each time you play a different one, and the solo bots work pretty well. So like all of that, the game is ultra fast. It's very easy to teach. So if you're looking for something to kind of throw down with a casual player, this is going to be easy to do. And I really like that they have this solo mode, and I think it works really well. I mean, it's very straightforward to run. The difficulty settings do their job, and at both normal and hard, I've found the game generally pretty tight. Like, we'll all be in single digits, whichever way the battle goes. So I think the balance is pretty well done. On the potentially negative side, this is not a complex and deep strategy game. It's not even as deep as some of my favorites like Sakura Arms and Exceed or BattleCon. This is very much just like play some cards, have a fun time, try to set up some combos. There also can be a lot of luck in card draw and like in the solo mode, what your opponent flips for defense. Like if you get huge combos off, the game can be a lot easier than when you don't. That's probably my biggest complaint, just the simplicity and the randomness, but the entire game takes like 10 minutes. So if you're in for this kind of like quick brawling game, I don't think it's going to be a problem for most of you. But that's Neon Rain. Thanks for watching, everybody, and a special thank you to our biggest Patreon supporters, J. William F., Pedro Lucas, Steve Wren, Miles, Wayne Scott, and Nick Skeen. We'll see you at the next stop.